What is going on with Warner Brothers? Well, Cosmic Book News did a little bit of research and has come to the conclusion that they believe Warner Brothers has a high chance of going bankrupt. And I got to say, it's really not that crazy sounding. Especially when you look at Amazon and Netflix and all these other streaming services that now have HBO Max content on them. Was on Amazon the other day. They had a bunch of Warner stuff, or maybe it was Netflix. They're putting out a lot of their content that's supposed to be streaming exclusives for HBO Max or whatever they're calling it now. It's like, well, what are you paying for then if it's all going to be on other platforms? I think they are in trouble. And there's been a lot of rumors for a long time that they want to just sell it. They want to get rid of it, go back to being just Discovery. I don't know how much of that is true, but I do think that there is something going on, and it's really kind of concerning when you look at this report. So, a personalized wealth optimization service states that Warner Brothers Discovery has a high chance of going bankrupt. The site Macro Axis lists Warner Brothers Discovery stock probability of bankruptcy at 58%. That's really high. By comparison, Disney, which is, of course, a much larger company, is less than 1%. And that's true. I know Disney has had a bad year or two at the box office, and it's great to watch them lose hundreds of millions of dollars, but Disney is still nowhere near bankruptcy. That's one of the reasons why many people that have been covering Disney will tell you that they'll be late and last to the party when it comes to kind of walking back a lot of this woke shit, because they really don't need to. They will have to be put in a desperate situation. They're going to get there eventually, but it's going to take time. Take a look at the rest of this article. There's actually talk about CEO David Zaslav that he will sell WBD, which of course also includes DC, back in 2022. My Comic Book Insiders filled me in about it and then told me at the 2023 SDCC that Zaslav hopes to sell in a couple of years to Universal, which is owned by Comcast, whose bankruptcy score, according to Macro Axis, is less than 30%. I've also been told that Zaslav hopes Universal breaks up the sale so he can retain Discovery. I think they would buy everything. Or maybe they would just take Warner and dump Discovery. It's tough to say. I can tell you that if this happens, the comic book division is going to be in deep shit. A lot of these areas that are just dead weight aren't going to be getting the same type of love that they've had recently. I've also been told that WBD is broke as F and is the reason why James Gunn is recasting the DCU. I've been told that Zaslav demanded that Gunn recast with cheaper talent, hence why the ongoing ending to The Flash leading to the Ben Affleck Batman multiverse got the axe. Regarding if WBD does get sold to Universal, what happens to the Gunn DCU? I've been told Universal will probably continue it. Where they mention is that both James Gunn and Zack Snyder got their big start at Universal with Dawn of the Dead. James Gunn worked on Dawn of the Dead? I didn't know that. I'll have to go back and look at that. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. A couple of things here. I've heard that this has actually been a theory for a long time, that one of the reasons that James Gunn was put in the position he is in right now is to make the DC universe, movie-wise, look sexy. Oh, here's this guy that did big things. He's running everything. Here's this product. We have it ready to go. You could potentially step into making lots of money with the Gunverse. That makes sense. And it is true that Warner Brothers is broke. They're not doing very well. That's why they're tax writing off movies. I mean, it's a wild stuff. It's wild shit that's going on over there. And I do believe that one of the reasons why they did a lot of recasting is to get cheaper talent. I think they want cheaper faces, and I mean, that's just something they do. And it kind of just, I'm not opposed to the recasting as long as everybody gets recast. But I do think that there's some credibility to that, to be honest, because it makes sense. I mean, you had that cast. They were all made up of people that have been playing the characters for a while, and most of them are bigger names. And to keep a big name around, you've got to pay them more money. That new guy that's playing Superman, I forget his name, is probably a hell of a lot more cheaper than Henry Cavill. So it ends here where the note is that Zaslav has also been licensing out content like crazy. He's licensed HBO series, which I have been told really ticked off people at HBO. And recently he licensed both DC content to both Netflix and Tubi. And the potential sale of WBD has been verified by Variety. Yeah, that's been kicked around for a while. What I didn't know is that you had financial people out there putting them at a 58% chance of bankruptcy, which is insane. That's really high. And I think that there's a strong chance that that could happen. I think they could for sure go bankruptcy. I don't remember the number, but last time I looked, they are in a lot of debt. A lot of debt. At least going by a quick Google search, as of September 2023, Warner Brothers has a total debt of $44.8 billion. That is a lot of money. A lot of money. And that's, I don't know if that's the actual number, but we'll go ahead and say it's likely what they owe. I mean, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money that has to be paid every month for a long time until that's paid off. Bankruptcy would help with that, but it would also bring down the value of the company a lot. Like, it's not the move I'm sure they want to make, but if they go into bankruptcy, it would make them a lot cheaper to buy, and Universal buying them, I mean, I don't even know if that would be allowed. A lot of these companies, there was another one, I think, that shut down a couple of years ago. Was it MGM? Oh, MGM got absorbed by Amazon. You know, you have a lot of these studios combining, so I don't know. It would, in a way, kind of be sad to see Warner Brothers get absorbed by Universal. What would that naming even be? But anyway, that's what's going on. Let me know what your thoughts are on all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.